feels so right. The sparkle in your eyes. I can't believe I almost gave up love. This feels like paradise. My mama told me, I guess this is what it feels like to be chosen. I must admit that when I'm by myself, sometimes I think of what I do without your love. I wonder what I do without you, what I do without you. Wonder what I do without you. Sometimes I wonder what I do without you, what I do without you. Baby, what I do without you. I wonder what I do without you, what I do without you. Wonder what I do without you. I wonder what I do without you, what I do without you. Baby, what I do without you. I'm drunk on your love, on your love, on your love. I'm stuck on your love, on your love, on your love, baby. People keep on talking and talking, but I can't seem to get enough of your love, baby. You put a spell on me. I'm feeling wavy. You're my therapy. You're my medicine. You're like the air
I feel like I'm in a dark spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Connecting the Dots with S&G. I'm your host, Jeff Harold, alongside the beautiful Shade Trendy. It is Thursday, January 15th, 2026. Happy New Year, everyone. You know what that means. Thursday night, we got some icons in the building today. You understand what I'm talking about? Today on Connecting the Dots, we're sitting down with a true powerhouse. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody that's always making some moves, always doing their thing, always tapping in, always showing support, but always working constantly. You understand what I'm saying? And an entrepreneur, a host, event curator, brand builder, and certified girl boss, Mz.Ceo. Y'all give it up for Mz.Ceo.
Period.
From Pressure Makes Diamonds to touring Flipper T and opening top tier lounge with openers like Johnny Damn D. She's making waves all across the city. You understand what I'm saying? So, for the people just now meeting you, who is Mz.Ceo in your own words?
Mz.Ceo is basically who I transitioned into coming out of my dark space. So Mz.Ceo is who I transitioned into when I became like, I want to do more. I'm comfortable and I want to do more. I want to expand. I want to elevate. So I transitioned into Mz.Ceo. So I want to be my own boss. So that's who Mz.Ceo is.
Where does the name Mz.Ceo come from? Well, as far as like, being a boss, CEO, chief executive officer, and that's a high position. You feel what I'm saying? That on the food chain of business, that's a high position. What finally made you step into that CEO mantra?
I don't like nobody telling me what to do.
Ooh. So be a boss. Okay, can't nobody tell you what to do after that. You know what I'm saying? And how would you describe your energy and your personality in one sentence?
Outgoing. I'm a fashionista, loving, kind, energetic, motivated.
I like that. I like that a lot. Let's tap into your journey real quick, because from what I understand, it hasn't been an easy one. It's always been, life ain't no crystal stair all the time. You feel what I'm saying? So, do you remember your first hosting gig or event that you planned?
Yes.
Talk to us about that real quick.
My first hosting gig was at a club called Platinum Zone in Palestine.
Palestine, shout out to Palestine, man.
That's originally where I'm from.
Okay.
So that was my first hosting gig. I used to live in Waco. After I moved from Palestine, I was living in Waco, and I used to come down on weekends and sell my clothes out the back of my truck.
Already.
So when I used to come down and sell my clothes, it was really slow. Like, nobody would buy my clothes like all the time because really in Palestine was nowhere to go. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna start throwing parties, So I started throwing parties. I started talking to the owner of Platinum Zone. On the weekends when I come down, I would throw my parties. So when I throw my parties, I come sell my clothes, pop my trunk, sometimes post up at the park, sell all my clothes, and then throw parties.
That's what's up. I like that. Now, give me a few things that actually went right with the first event that you planned. What went right? What were some things that you were like, you know what? I love that throughout the night.
I loved how well it went and how I packed the building out, and I loved pretty much the impact I made on everyone.
Yeah, I like that. Now, were there a few things that went wrong that you learned from that, lighting, money situation, anything?
The first time I threw my first event, I had too many drinks and I wasn't as focused as I should have been.
Yeah.
So I wasn't locked in the way I should have been.
Yeah. And it happens to the best of us. What motivated you to even step into hosting, promotion, and event planning?
Well, I was pretty much influenced by my best friend. Well, one of my best friends, Pretty Girl Savage. At that time, her name was Fat Cat. She was hosting a few clubs, and she would carry me along to help her out. I'm like, oh, this seemed fun, and it was like kind of like something to do to kind of distract you from life on the weekend. So I'm like, okay, I like it. So I started following her, going with her, and I was like, I want to do this. So I think we did a party together, and it was a success. And from then on, I was like, okay, I like event planning.
I like that. Was this always the vision, or did it grow over time?
It grew. It grew because I ended up getting my first club in Palestine, and I was like, okay, I want a venue. Well, it started out, it was a salon, and I converted it into a club. Okay. And that's a long story too.
So would you say that was the moment you realized this is really your lane, or did it take a little bit more time?
Yeah, I realized that way before then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Me and my sister kind of like we was like party animals, and we were kind of like the life of the party. So like I'm like,
yeah.
During the week, Monday through Friday, I was always like so busy, like with the kids, with work, and I mean that was my time to be able to be free.
Yeah, no, seriously, no, for real, yeah, no, seriously. If you're just not tuning in, welcome to another episode of Connecting the Dots with Mz.Ceo. I'm your host, Jeff Harold. Alongside the beautiful Shade Trendy, we have Mz.Ceo in the building. Of course, we got Miss Lulu in the building too. We're gonna get with her here in a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? I want to tap into Pressure Makes Diamonds. You feel me? Because that's I've been hearing a lot about that, and we're gonna talk about this brand story real quick. I want you to tell us more about the brand Pressure Make Diamonds. What is it all about, and where is it that you're actually trying to take it to?
Pressure Makes Diamonds was transitioned after. Okay, I started out with Hot Girls Fashion. That was the name of my business. I think I started out in 2015, 2016, and no offense, but it was supposed to be me and my sister, and that was how I pictured it in my head. But I think at the time, my sister like, that's your lane, and it's like pretty much I put the blood, sweat, and tears in it. So I was like, you know what, this is my journey. So like it kind of reflected on me, and my journey is Pressure Makes Diamonds because I've been through a whole lot. So actually I got a book, Pressure Makes Diamonds, that I'm writing right now.
Okay.
And that piggybacks off of the first book I have called My Richest Struggle, which I'm procrastinating on getting published, but they'll be getting published soon. I'm looking
forward to that.
Okay, girl. 2027 maybe.
Oh, that's great. So, let it take its time. Let it build.
Because I want to go back and keep on editing it.
And the thing is, there's also gonna be times where something significant may happen, and you may have to add on to that. You know what I'm saying? So 2027.
I'm steady adding to it.
Exactly. 2027 is a perfect year for that. I believe that. What does PMD represent to you personally?
My journey. PMD represents my journey. Pressure Makes Diamonds. I mean, the words speak for itself. I'm a diamond.
That's there we go. I like that. And how long have you been PMD?
I've been PMD since 2017.
2017. Oh yeah, that'll be a decade next. Oh, that'll be a decade next year. Are we having some type of celebration, or like, we gotta do that?
Well, actually, June. When was my grand opening? June the 9th is my grand opening. Wow. So I've been open a year at this. This is my third boutique. So
we love that. No, that's Black excellence for real. I love that. And what type of people does PMD speak to?
Mm,
for the people out there in the world?
PMD is a lot. Like we have PMD promotions. Pretty much that's me and Queen of Hearts. We go. We support a lot of artists. We support a lot of venue owners. We support a lot of people that's doing a lot of things. Business owners. Basically people that feel like they don't have support. Here comes me and Queen of Hearts. We just appear out of nowhere. We really, and sometimes we're not even paid. We just show up off the strength that we're here,
Right.
because you can't pretty much expect everybody to support you and you're not giving the support. You got to reciprocate.
Man,
So
oh boy, I'm
we do it,
telling you.
even if it's not nothing like, okay, I'll move around and I network and market, and she's there with her camera. She's recording the whole event. We're there
Yeah.
the whole time. So pretty much I met Queen of Hearts. I know it's not her turn to speak, but she's a part of my journey as well. I met her a day before my grand opening. She messaged me on my messenger and she said, I want to support you. Can I get a shirt? And I'm like, and she was one of the first people to buy one of my shirts. And I'm like, okay. And I didn't know her at the time. So she pulled up in my grand opening and I'm talking to her and we've been friends ever since. So,
She's just the sweetest, man. She's just over there really supporting. I love that, man. What makes PMD different from other brands and movements we see today?
man, I feel like PMD is different from other brands because, like, it's so much tied into it. I mean, I'm a stylist, I'm a promoter, I'm a host, I'm a I do taxes. Like I can accommodate people in a lot of different ways.
I see you on social media. Like you do that. You really do a lot of jobs. Like for real, for real. Seriously. I mean, we love that. And how does PMD tie into your everyday life and business decisions?
Mm, It just PMD is like my daily motivation. Like how Flipper T be like affirmation. PMD is my motivation. Like I tell
Mm,
myself, pressure makes diamonds every day, and I got all the little sticky notes all over my mirror every morning. So shoot,
that's an
I'm
old
telling
school.
myself,
That's old
pressure
school
makes
right there.
diamonds. Like I
Yeah.
give myself the daily
That's
affirmations.
an old school right there. Yeah, I like that. I want to tap into your career highlights and industry moves. You feel me? Every single artist, promoter, marketer, they have particular moments in their careers and their lives that really stand out. You know what I'm saying? That really give way to a bigger lane. So tell me, one of your career highlights was going on tour with Flipper T. You feel me? Shout out to Flipper T. What was that experience like for you?
That was a wonderful experience. Actually, I was invited on by Boss Chick, Pretty Girl Savage, and Bag Baby Tay, and it was like a wonderful experience because I was able to style artists. I was able to meet different celebrities. I was able to meet Kane for the first time. I love her.
Shout
She
out.
was. Um, it was beautiful because I was able to also to see pretty much a lot of people blossom because when you're on tour, you're around different people, and we went from like Dallas, Austin to Houston. So I'm able to see them perform different times around different people, and it's like I've seen the same performance from different standpoints.
Right. Okay, okay, great. And shout before I say this, shout out to Funky Town. You feel what I'm saying? Funky Town, Fort Worth. You understand? Talk about the top tier lounge grand opening with the one and only Johnny Damn D. You feel what I'm saying? What did that moment mean to you?
Oh, it was an awesome moment because not only was it my grand opening, it was my birthday. So it was my birthday slash grand opening slash
Okay,
concert.
so that was
So
big right there.
it
That
was
was
live. It was
major.
big.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. You've introduced artists to your market. Which artists have you helped put on or spotlighted?
Um, Pretty much Mo Henry,
Okay. Yeah.
Simply Mo, Pretty Girl Savage, Bag Baby Tay, Jared, Big Mova.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I like that. And how did you get into hosting artist showcase specifically?
pretty much I just had a lot of friends that was artists, and pretty much I support them. And I just seen a lot of people in East Texas really wasn't getting the support they wanted or they needed. So like I was there, and I love local artists. I love upcoming artists because I like to see where they started and blossom,
Right.
So I'm there like watching this shit happen, and I want to be able to say I seen this whole thing, not just be one of those people that jump on the bandwagon and be like, "Damn, I knew you was gonna do it all the time." I want to be there. Shit.
Right. Right. No, I get that.
Before they become that diamond, I want to be there.
No, I get that for real. And it's crazy because my family originates from East Texas too. Panola County, Carthage, Wascom, like right there.
Okay, I know where Carthage is.
Yeah, sure. Right. We're in Carthage, and my Aunt Alma, her and of course you got to exit off of Legion Fields. You feel what I'm saying? And then you got to drive, off into the deal. But it's right there on the borderline of Shreveport. And what I noticed is that in East Texas, there's really not a lot of nightclubs or like events establishments out there. So when they do go have fun, they either drive to Dallas or they go into Shreveport or they drive to New Orleans or anything like that too. So I think East Texas could be a major market for more branding, more clubs, more like everything. I really think it could. If you're just not tuning in, welcome to another episode of Connecting the Dots with S&G. I'm your host, Jeff Harold, alongside the beautiful Shay Trendy. We have Mz.Ceo in the building. We're about to get into the business, brand, and boss moves. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you wear many hats. Right now, I can name them all. Right, many wigs.
Many wigs.
Promo, management, stylist, taxes, hosting, event planning. Like, how do you balance all of this?
No,
like how do you balance?
It's hard. It's hard. And it's like I'm at a part of my life where I'm trying to include my children to where they don't feel like mama just out having a good ass time. Mama just, but I'm really just trying to build a legacy for them, which my children are entrepreneurs as well. But I'm really just trying to balance it. I'm trying to find a way to balance it, which is very hard because at the time right now I'm working, I'm running my boutique, and I'm doing taxes. So, and it's hard.
But, that's a lot of brain power.
It's all gonna pay off.
I know you got headaches every day down there. Like,
I really don't. I just gotta take my power now.
Monsters, and then also having to deal just with people who not serious in the game too. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's a whole nother different conversation. But yeah, we're gonna tap into that here in a little bit. What makes you top tier compared to others in this Dallas entertainment space? Like, what is it that just makes you, like, bar none, different than anybody else?
Because no matter where I was and what I became, I'm like still humble. I'm still me. Even though I'm Mz.Ceo, Sherelle's still here, So I really haven't lost sight of my friends, my supporters, people that care about me. I'm still that same person. Some people get to where they want to be and they lose sight of who they are. They forget about who care about them. I mean, they don't try to give back. They don't try to support. They don't try to motivate others. They don't, I understand you can't take everybody with you, but at least acknowledge and, those that are there. Don't lose sight of those that's been there all along, So I feel like no matter how far I get or what I've accomplished or what doors I walk in, I'm still like right here with the people that's been there for me.
That was amazing. Very well put. Have you ever worked with a business partner or collabed on a project that didn't go as planned necessarily? Not the deep breath on them. God.
Several times. I feel like it's hard for me working with others because being in East Texas, a lot of people look at it as like women can't be an authority, So like when you find a woman that's in position like me and I'm trying to pave my way in the world, it's like I'm throwing my weight around. That's what people look at, or like I'm just cloud chasing, especially when you're in a smaller town,
Yeah.
And it's just I'm just trying not to be motionless, I'm just trying to keep going, and it's hard because they're looking like, oh, you're doing too much, So it's hard to work with others, and I'm not speaking on any personal experiences, but there's been several situations.
Right on, and that's all that needs to be said. Honestly, what lesson did you learn from that though? Like the biggest lesson that really came out of it to you?
I learned to actually dissect a person before just dissect them before I just really just jump in heads, because I love to be very hands on. I love to be helpful. I give somebody all my sources, and pretty much not acknowledge that they're really just using me for my sources, or just, so you got to dissect a person and learn them and know what's their motive, because everybody has a motive, whether it's good or bad. Everybody has a motive.
There you go.
So,
no, true that. I'll agree with that. How did you transition from hot girl fashion to Pressure Makes Diamonds? Now, hot girl fashion is amazing, right? But Pressure Makes Diamonds.
Hot girls fashion was my hoochie mama era. Like, really, hot girls fashion, I just didn't really care about the business end. It was just, as long as I look good, I got the hottest clothes, and when I go to these parties, I'm the baddest in the room. That's where hot girls fashion came. Like, pretty much, it was just like, I just loved dressing. But when I got into the hot girls fashion, I was pretty much just a hustler. When I became into my entrepreneur stage, that's when I got into Pressure Makes Diamonds. Hot girl fashion didn't have no LLC, no business account, none of that. Pressure Makes Diamonds, Mz.Ceo had all that lined up.
This is from the streets. Yeah, this is from the street. And before I continue, I'm clapping because you acknowledge that you had a hoochie mama era. See, a lot of women won't acknowledge that. They'll just act like they just angels all around. So thank you for acknowledging that you had a hoochie mama era and keeping it honest. I really do appreciate that from you. I really do appreciate that. I just got gained a whole lot of more respect for you. Now, was that mindset? Was that a mindset shift or a business shift?
Both. That was a life. It was a transition of life.
Okay, transition of life. Man, that's deep. But let's talk about. We were talking about a lot of serious stuff, and I'm glad we did that. But let's get to the fun stuff real quick. All right, let's get to the lighthearted stuff. You feel me? Because I know you're just not serious all the time, right? You got to have some fun moments in life. You feel what I'm saying? So, I love this question. And I think Shay threw this in there to throw me out because I wasn't expecting this, right? So, are you more Patron or Don Julio? I wasn't aware that question was going to be.
Patron is when I'm just like, on a night that I'm working, I'm watching door, I'm greeting everybody, I'm sitting pretty. Don Julio is when I want to let loose. So Don Julio is my wild side. Patron is my, I want to get a little tipsy.
Okay, I like that. Now,
right now I'm a Patron.
Patron get it done every time too, y'all. Like for real. And see, we're big food people around here. We love food, right? And so we always ask this: what's your favorite food?
I would have to say lamb chops and chicken spaghetti.
Excuse me. Okay. Lamb chops and chicken spaghetti. All right.
Not together, but those are my
right, yeah, not together. I wouldn't dare eat them together. Oh God. Are you into daytime events or nightlife more?
Nighttime, because during the day I'm working and I'm trying to squeeze in time with the children, and I got so much going on during the day, but nighttime.
Yeah, y'all heard that now, nighttime now, y'all.
When I'm off, I work graveyard shifts.
Right, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I understand that, most definitely. Now, Uncle Jeff, I'll be asleep by 8, so give me a good old brunch. Give me a good brunch, afternoon concert. I'll be right there. Do you have access to the party bus?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Okay, you heard that, Shay.
I just thought about what I really want to say. I'm gonna say it out camera.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. All right, yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
So my first time meeting her, actually, we was at the Flipper T tour, and this is because this one we was at the
Austin,
stop
right?
in Austin.
Yeah, Austin. Yeah. Okay.
But I was trying to put it in my purse and take her home with me. I was like, this might be my wife. You know, I'm probably any goddamn way. But then I was like, damn,
I'm gonna run over there real quick. Okay. Tour, I met Shay for the first time.
Yeah.
Was that the first time we met? Mm-hmm. Okay, I met her the first time, and she was at the door with Boss Chick and Pretty Girl Savage. So when I went to the door, I'm like, oh, she's cute. So I wasn't working that night. Keep in mind, I was just there styling people, so they all dressed. So I didn't have nothing to do. I'm just in the club alone watching the performances, and Shay was really just there to record and work a little bit, but I wanted to have fun with her. So I'm like, oh, come here with me. So this girl sitting there with the a vendor table set up, and she had a bunch of toys and stuff, but she was a sex table and she had these little gummies, and they were supposed to be some horny gummies, and it comes 2 in a pack. So I told Shay, if I buy these, will you take one? She said, okay. And we took the gummies. They worked. They worked. I'm telling you, me and her was just all over each other.
And then I had a lifetime moment with her because she was my first person I went to a drag show with.
Oh, okay. And we went to a drag show.
Yeah,
that was my first
person.
We went off the street to the drag show. We was everywhere.
They was having drag shows in South Korea back in 2000.
I've never.
That's my first time going to one.
Crazy.
So yeah.
And here's the thing: it'd be all types of people there. Straight people, like they just go there for the entertainment. All types of stuff.
That was real good.
Yeah,
everybody just having a good time.
But unmature people cannot go to those. Those type of things. So I understand that. What keeps you feeling youthful, fun, and energized in business? Yeah, think about it. Yeah, you got to.
Traveling. I mean, when I'm traveling, I get to see different things, and that brings a lot of fun and
different places, different people, different situations, different settings. What's one place? Let me just ask this off the rip. What's one place that you haven't been yet that you do want to go
to? I've never been to Jamaica. I want to go to Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
I've never been.
Okay, out in the streets, they call it murder. Welcome to that rock. I love that shit. I love it. Jamaica, baby. Now, before we wrap up with Mz.Ceo, I want to talk about the future. I want to talk about your legacy. You feel me? Now, you did mention that you were writing a book. You understand? Now, what will this book actually be about, and what will it pertain to? Will it pertain to your life? Will it pertain to the life and times, or what we're talking about?
My life. Pretty much it started out as being my diary, and I converted it into a book, but it started when I was 6 years old. And yeah, it's my life. It's pretty much for some anybody that just don't understand, like, why she like that? What's wrong with her? I mean, and it's just pretty much an explanation of who I am. And yeah, I'm just kind of scared to release these books because I feel like they will destroy some personal relationships in my life. But like Zero say, the truth, let the truth be told.
Right. And yeah. But you know what? But I also think that those relationships probably need to be destroyed because you have to get what you're going through off of off of your chest. And the only way you're going to do that is just by admitting your faults and remembering what happened, how you could have made situations better at certain times or anything like that. So no, I'm on your side on that. I'm with you on that. Where do you see PMD and Mz.Ceo in the next 5 years?
In Florida.
In Florida.
I'm gonna come visit. I love the beach.
I like that. I
You
can't
like the
believe.
beach? Actually, my dad left me a house on the beach in Titusville, Florida.
Oh yeah,
So come on.
I'm coming.
No gummies. But anyway, no gummies. But I had to ask this question. Are you single or taken?
I'm single.
Y'all hear that, fellas?
And women.
And women. See, don't
Okay,
start all that happy
look.
shit.
I'm back at break dancing. I don't know how to dance with y'all.
Oh my god. And what advice would you give young women who want to be bosses but feel intimidated?
Keep going, stay encouraged, and have tunnel vision at all times.
Tunnel vision. There we go. That's what I wanted to hear. What does girl power mean to you in today's world?
It means unity. I mean, pretty much collaborate instead of hating, you know?
Yes, very much so. Now, before we wrap up, who do you want to shout out?
I want to shout out my mom, of course, my sister, Mama Scott. Thank you for everything. Mo Henry, Pretty Girl Savage, Bag Baby Tay, Queen of Hearts. I want to shout out all my friends. I may have forgot somebody, but I thank everybody for supporting me. T Fry, thank you for always supporting me. I'm missing some people, but yeah, thank you to everybody who supported Mz.Ceo.
Okay. And if someone wants to book you, promo, hosting, management events, how do they reach you?
I'm on Facebook, Sherelle Washington, Nicole Becks, Sherelle Becks. I got like 3 different pages on, and then I think I can't think of my Snap right now or my Instagram. I just had a brain fart, but I'm everywhere. Okay. Y'all see me.
Okay, right on. And any final words for the CTD audience?
No.
No. And lastly, if someone needs a personal drop, are you available?
Yes, I'm available.
Well, y'all heard it here first. Mz.Ceo, we really appreciate you being here tonight. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all give it up for Mz.Ceo for being in the building. We finna run it congruent, and we're gonna keep going, or we're gonna take. Yeah, we're gonna cut it. Okay, we're gonna cut it short, y'all. So make sure y'all get at Mz.Ceo. You feel what I'm saying? This has been another great, fantastic episode of Connecting the Dots with S&G. I'm your host, Jeff Harold, alongside the beautiful Shay Trendy. See you when I see you. Peace. Oh, yeah.